Okay, we're here to pick a virtue again this morning. The virtue I picked this morning was the virtue of forgiveness. All the virtues were important, but this one I think is maybe a little bit more. Here's what, this is from a Native American prayer. If my enemy is weak and faltering, help me to the good thought that I forgive him. Nice quote. So here's what forgiveness is. Being forgiving is overlooking the mistakes others make and loving them just as much as before. You can even forgive yourself when you do things you are sorry for. Forgiving yourself means to stop punishing yourself or feeling hopeless because of something you did. It is moving ahead, ready to do things differently with compassion for yourself and faith that you can change. Hi, Leah. Signs of success, the practice of forgiveness. I remember that everyone makes mistakes. I show mercy instead of taking revenge. I stop giving uncaring people the chance to hurt me. I correct my mistakes instead of punishing myself with guilt. I accept God's forgiveness. Forgiveness keeps my spirit free. Good morning, Samantha. Remember in the Bible, Jesus said, love your enemies? Now, I know in at the treatment center in class, we talk about this all the time. Why would he say love your enemies? Well, the reason, of course, is that love conquers hatred. So if you have somebody that's your enemy, but you continue to show forgiveness and kindness and compassion towards that person, eventually the anger in that person will lessen and they can become your friend if you persist in forgiveness. Have you ever heard that you are your own worst enemy? Well, I don't know if people get that from the statement about Jesus saying love your enemies, but if I'm my own worst enemy, then Jesus is telling me to love myself too and to forgive myself, okay? Because we do need forgiveness as well. You have to forgive yourself since we've all done things we're not proud of or ashamed of. We have to forgive ourselves. Now, there's two reasons, really, to forgive others. Okay, two reasons to forgive others. One is because the Bible tells you to. A second is forgiving others releases us from bad feelings that can affect our attitude. Carrying bitterness and anger around only hurts us, not the other person. We should also humbly ask for forgiveness when we make mistakes. That's very important. Okay. I have a little quote here from, again, Sacred Moments by Linda Cavallon Popoff, Daily Meditations on the Virtues. And this one here is for the virtue of forgiveness. If you want to see the brave, look at those who can forgive. So if you want to see the brave, look at those who can forgive. If you want to see the heroic, look at those who can love in return for hatred. And that's from the Gita. That's the holy book of the Hindus. I thought that one was quite interesting, for sure. Now, For children in particular, adults can go on YouTube and research forgiveness, children's songs on moral values to learn. Okay, so it's forgiveness, children's songs on moral values to learn, and it's a beautiful song. Kids will love it, and if you play it for them, I got a feeling they're going to be humming it all day long. Right, so it's quite nice. Now I just want to say, before we finish, that on May the 11th, that's a Monday, May 11th, we're going to do our regular virtues pick. But at this point, like when we're finishing our virtue pick, we're going to have a game. Okay? Now, anybody who's been to the center before knows what it is. It's the Wheel of Virtues. So I'm going to have my flip chart, and I'm going to have all the blanks, okay? And then I'm going to have the letters from that particular phrase or sentence in the bag. I'm going to pick out a letter, and I'm going to write it in. And I'm going to keep doing that until somebody sends me the message of what it is. And I think the way we're going to do it is the first person that sends the message, it may be this way, first person that sends the message will get a brand new pack of Virtues cards. We may have a second and third prize. We're not absolutely sure yet, but we'll know by the time the 11th rolls around, you know. And then maybe I'll take the other names, put them into a bag, and draw out a couple more prizes. But if it's anything like it is at the center, it's a lot of fun. I just wish, though, that we could actually communicate, and I could say, you pick a letter, now the next one picks a letter, like that, because as you know, that's always a lot of fun. You also know, if you've been to the center, that I always make one mistake, okay? But I'll try not to make any mistakes this time, and hopefully it'll be nice. Antonia, hi. Okay, so that's it for today. We can finish with this little question for you. What would allow me to detach from conflict, to find the courage to forgive? Think about that one, okay? What would allow me to detach from conflict, to find the courage to forgive? That can change your life. Okay, well, thank you very much. Thank you for all of those who dropped in to say hello and take part in our little Virtues Pick. It's becoming funner every time I do it. Okay, bye for now.